Hey guys, it's Jegel. We're back, and this time we are going to be talking about melee DPS. The live letter just ended, and this is kind of what we have learned about the melee DPS so far. So, Feint's effects will be changed to reduce physical damage dealt and will also reduce magical damage dealt. Physical damage reduction will be more potent. So that means that Feint's not going to be damn near useless in raid anymore. It's actually going to be really good because it'll work against bosses' magical AoE. However, it will be more beneficial against physical damage reduction. So kind of pick your poison with that there. Adjustment will ensure combos are not broken by ranged attacks. So again, just like with the tanks, having to use a ranged attack if you can't be right on top of the boss is not going to break your melee combo any longer. So that's huge. That's a good change. There will be parity between the physical and magical damage attributes of weapons, the same item level, and accompanying changes to action potencies. Basically, they're going to balance the weapons with the skills, with the number squish. They don't really need to say that, but let's go ahead and get into the jobs, guys. Alright, so the first job we're going to talk about is Dragoon. Not much really to discuss here. Their AoE rotation will be expanded, which means they will have more AoE capabilities in dungeons. So that'll be nice, because they're one of the melees I feel like is lacking just a little bit in that area, because all they have is lines, so that'll be good. And then a new action will be available upon successful execution of a weapon skill combo rotation. Again, they're getting an additional action skill at I'm guessing at the end of their Life of the Dragon or whatever it is. I'm sorry guys, I'm not super familiar with Dragoon, but I'm gonna assume that that's where that would fall in their rotation, but I could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comments if you're a Dragoon main and you know when that's gonna be squeezed in. Okay guys, the next job we're going to talk about is Monk, and it says chakras will now be unlocked at a lower level. When conditions are fulfilled, perfect balance will allow for the execution of a masterful blitz. The available blitz changes depending on the weapon skills when used under the effect of perfect balance. So guys, this is basically just Mudra with Ninja. It literally seems like it's the exact same thing, and as you'll see here, we actually have some video of them showing the monk changes. So for one, we get to see their new charge dash that has a 3 charge dash now that you could be used as like a gap closer or something like that. And then you'll also see them using the chakras here, and it looks even just like Ninja. The 3 different weapon skills will correspond to a different chakra. The combination of chakras that you've inputted will make whatever the masterful blitz is. So it looks literally exactly like Mudra. So Monk's getting a little bit of Ninja injected into it. Alright guys, the next job we're going to talk about is Samurai. So the changes coming to Samurai are effects granted by Jinpu and Shifu can now also be applied by AoE combos. So basically what that means is the buffs you get from Jinpu and Shifu that are your first priority in your Samurai rotation can now be applied by AoE, so you don't have to choose over getting your buffs or AoE damage in a dungeon, it appears, anymore. And a new action in the vein of Ei Jutsu and Tsumbame Gaeshi will be available. I don't know what the new action is. I'm assuming it's going to be those sword things that we saw in the job action preview. Not sure where that's going to fit into the rotation, but it's pretty cool looking. I thought the animation was really neat, and it looks like it fits into the rotation well. So, looks like some positive changes coming to Samurai as well here. Alright guys, and we have a little bit more information on Reaper here. This is what they gave us for the description. Uses a scythe to attack in tandem with their avatar and can serve as the avatar's vessel to unleash powerful attacks, able to grant enhancements to parties. So we already know it looks like they're going to have some sort of pet, their soul or avatar or whatever it's going to be called, to help them fight. And it looks like you are going to have a gauge that fills up to build your bond with that soul, and then a way to spin it. So it looks like it's kind of like a builder spinner. But it also appears that as you play through it, like there's a point where the GCD like speeds up almost like Dancer with a bunch of procs. And I actually have some footage here of Yoshi P playing around on a little bit, and you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about here. It's really interesting, the playstyle. It also has the teleportation portal, which you can like move to and away from. So it looks like the move will be to like put it down, jump away from it, and then jump back to it. So you would like put it down in front of a boss before you have to get away from a mechanic. Use it to move away for the mechanic and then gap close back in. So that's pretty interesting. It looks like they're going to have some pretty unique ways to manipulate uptime. and it looks like the rotation looks really fun. So yeah, really excited about Reaper, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and just let this play so you guys can check it out and kind of see what it looks like. But I wanted to thank you guys for taking the time to come by and check out the video and the channel, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.